Friends, welcome to my YouTube channel Edutainment. Today I will discuss a poem If Thou Must Love Me, written by Elizabeth Barrett Browning, the wife of famous Victorian poet Robert Browning. This poem is a sonnet. We will see in this poem the theme of real love. The real love in the sense of platonic love. Elizabeth Barrett Browning here expresses the desire to have the platonic love, the bondage of mind to mind, soul to soul. Expansion of Victorian period is from 1837 to 1901. This poem is a personal poem, we know, but lastly it is generalized. Firstly, we see the conception of love, personal love of Elizabeth Barrett Browning, but lastly she generalizes the love and it is applicable for everyone. Firstly, we should know something about the life of Elizabeth Barrett Browning. Elizabeth Barrett Browning was a Victorian poetess, and by 1821 she read a book by Mary Wollstonecraft. The name of the book is Vindication of the Rights of Women. This book was published in 1792, and the Mary Wollstonecraft was the mother of Mary Shelley. Mary Shelley was the wife of P.B. Shelley, Percy Bysshe Shelley. And this Vindication of the Rights of Women was about the liberation of women and their education. Elizabeth Barrett Browning wrote a collection of poems, and a first collection of poems is An Essay on Mind. This is the name. She wrote another famous verse novel. The name of the verse novel is Aurora Leigh. Aurora Leigh. Now, we should know something about Victorian age. Victorian age is the age of industrialization. Industry was gradually increasing. The emotion in the people was decreasing. There was a lack of love, real love. Life was very busy. On the basis of that lacking, the poetess is here appealing for the real love. As a reaction of lovelessness, the poetess here is creating the appeal of love. In 1850, her collection of poems was published by her husband, and that husband is the famous poet Robert Browning. And the collection of the poem, the name of the book is Sonnets from Portuguese. In this book there are 44 sonnets. The number of this sonnet, If Thou Must Love Me, the number of this sonnet is 14. Now I am going to tell you why the name of the collection of poem is like this, Sonnet from Portuguese. Because Robert Browning lovingly called his wife my little Portuguese, because Elizabeth Barrett Browning was a little bit of black in color. And another reason, Elizabeth Barrett Browning was impressed by 16th century Portuguese poet Cameos. These are the reasons for the naming of the collection of the book, Sonnets from Portuguese. Now, what are the themes in this poem? Poetess here deserves perpetual love or true love, permanent love, not the temporary love, false love. Love between souls, mind to mind, is to her the real love. One famous line I can remember: you can fall into love, but you cannot fall out of it. If love happens, it continues, and it is eternal. And here in this poem we will see the advocacy of selfless love, love for the sake of love, not for another or other consideration. Let's start the text. If thou must love me, let it be for naught except for love's sake only. Here the poetess is appealing that if you want to love me really, it should be for only the love. It is for nothing but only for love's sake. For the purpose of love, you should love me. You should not love me for nothing else. That means with selfless love, without any other purpose, without any other consideration, you should love me only for love. You should not say, I love her for her smile. It is the appeal to the lover. The poetess is telling to the lover that you should not say to your girlfriend that I love her for her smile, her look, her way of speaking gently, politely. You should not love the girl for her nice smile, beautiful look, and her gentleness. You should not love another person, any girl, for this only. For a trick of thought, and you should not love her for her intelligence. That falls in well with mine, and you should not think that she is fit for my mind. For that fitness, you should not love her. And creates brought a sense of pleasantness on such a day. And here, certs means certainly, of course. And all these charms, physical charms, worldly beauty, materialistic beautiful things creates certainly brought a sense of pleasant, a sense of pleasure to you is on such a day. Today, all these are very beautiful to you. You are pleased by all these charms of her today. For these things in themselves, beloved, may be changed, but these things are not permanent. Beauty changes, thought changes, looking changes. All these are changes and be changed or changed for thee, and love so wrought. And all these can be changed by means of time. Through the passage of time, all this may be changed. And love so wrought. And your love in this way created. For all this way, for all this purpose, so means in this way, wrought, created. Your love is created for all this. Okay. Next 6 lines. These are the changes of the tone. May be unwrought so. And in this way, created love may be destroyed, ended, unwrought, ended so. Because for the purpose, to fulfill the purpose for the physical charms, your love is created. And in the same way, your love is gone. Your love can be ended. Because you have not loved for the sake of love. Your love is not pure. Neither love me for thine own dear feet is weeping my cheeks dry. And you should not also love me for the sake of pity. The poetess is not wanting to be loved with the sense of pity. You should not show me pity. Because I am sad, I am crying, and you are showing me pity and loving me. No, I don't want that kind of love created from the pity. Cheeks dry, because one day when the cheeks will be dry, when I will be happy and my sadness will not be there, then you will not show me pity and not love. So, out of pity, you should not show me the love. A creature might forget to weep, because sometimes a creature, an animal, may forget to weep. He may be the happy. Then what will you do? Will you cease to love? Stop loving? Because then you will not show the pity. And who bore thy comfort long? And tell me, who can bear your satisfaction throughout the life? Can it be possible for anyone to maintain your comfort throughout the life? And lose thy love thereby. And in this way, she can or he can loses his or her love. Is it the true love? But love me for love's sake. But you should not love me for all this, for pity, for mercy, and for my physical beauty. You should not love for all this. But you should love me only for the sake of love, that evermore thou mayst love on. And you can love in this way over the love. And in this way, love can be forever. You can love measurelessly, without any measure, without any limitation. Unlimited love you can evermore, thou mayst love on. You can go on loving me. Because in that case, there is no condition for loving. There is no condition for pity, no condition for physical charms, no condition for intellect. Then there is no barrier for love eternally, though love's eternity, and that love will be the eternal love, love forever, love for good. Why this will happen? Because then there is no stopping of love. The love is created not by the outward consideration, not any condition. Unconditional love is the pure and perfect eternal love. Selfless love is the true love, the bondage of soul with the soul. That is the conception of Plato given ancient time in Greek philosophy. And here in this poem, we are noticing, we are realizing that Elizabeth Barrett Browning is deserving such kind of love. She is telling the true love as the platonic love. Platonic love is the true love. Thank you for watching.